let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, 47.
Here's Prescott. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Leonard Fournette, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Just like that. Just like that. Here we go, kill.
Prescott down. And he rifles one incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Jim. We're going to 53. Let's go. Come on. Here we go. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that'll be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Kill.
Fournette running out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Here's Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. And a huge play that time. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. You got it. Don't be scared. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Winston. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Redskins nothing.
Sit ready. Black, what is that? Easy.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Winston.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's complete to Smith. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Prescott. It's caught by Moncrief. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a pickup of 13. Leads to 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly...
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. K.J. Wright in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Winston into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Winston. And this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
First down.
Ready? Moving. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Easy. Switch.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Check pass.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Ready, back, 45, behind.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Phillip Lindsay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Third and long for Prescott. Moncrief brings it in. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Watch out for Hill on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Winston now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Defense wins championships, baby. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll jack this one down to McCoy. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Wait.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Ready? 125.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Jameis now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Winston. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Winston. Screen pass to Lindsey. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Big stop, G. Big free, 17. 51's the mic. Switch out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's third down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple of scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he connects with Ebron. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Pull it together. Mike's 50, Mike's set. Push him back. Push him back. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go.
Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 33 yards that time. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job And then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check. Flip.
Throwing, Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 28. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times, and it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's...
Oh, Prescott stripped, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Jameis to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. To throw is Winston. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. To throw is Prescott. This for his running back, McCoy. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. And
he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go, 46. 26.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third?
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
We're going to 54, line in. Mike's 50. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54, line in. 26.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And this is incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on fourth down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Watch the safety creep. Wait. Green, triple C. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Delta.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's brought down. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Winston sneaking it, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jameis Winston, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make him in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. And that's complete to Adams. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
53, Mike. Yo.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Hey, kill. Let's go, Mike. Go.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Hey, kill! 47. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Come on. You better bring it. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Prescott on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. The Redskins on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be third and forever. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. All right, let's get there. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Winston here to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch the screen.
Working out of the gun. Winston. He'll take a shot for the end. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Now Ito Smith. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check nickel. Come on. Sunday.
Trying to punch it in with Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Mike 51. I got you. Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think